How are we doing, everyone? Hope you're well, and thank you for joining me for another video. I'm down the local day ticket. It's Sunday the 8th of March and it's just gone midday. It's very busy here and I've already done one video this morning. I'm not going to tell you the outcome of that because I don't want to spoil it for anyone who's not seen it, but I'm going to spin you around, show you what peg I'm in and what we're going to be doing on this video. So I'm in peg 5. I've been in here since I got here this morning. I've already fished 4 hours in here. Like I say, I'm not going to mention how I got on, but in this one I'm going to have a go at these adjustable zigs again. So before everyone turns off and says, oh, I'm not interested, just see it out. You never know. I could actually get my first fish on this because I've still not caught on it. I've switched all 3 rods over to it. I thought, you know, it's Sunday afternoon, can't move, the lake's busy. It's a perfect time to try something different because, like I say, I just need to get my head around this setup because it is going to get me bonus fish in the future, and it will some of you too. If you watch it and see someone like me catch on it, you'll think, well, if he can, I can, and it'll get you bonus fish too because you'll go out and try it and hopefully get some fish as well on it. So let's see how we go. I'm going to get one rod and just show you the actual setup, and then we're just going to flick 3 adjustable zigs out for the afternoon and burn some sausages. So if nothing else, that's worth hanging around for, isn't it? I will just show you. Don't normally put people's vehicles in, but yeah, go on. Fellow caddy owner next door. Good man. Right, let me get a rod up here and let's have a look at what we're doing. Let's have a look at the rod setup then. You'll have to excuse if you can hear a van in the background. There is a vehicle running that I can't really do anything about. But the main line, it's the 15 pound KORDA subline, and it's coming down to an adjustable zig kit made by KORDA. Okay, I'm sure you've all seen them. I'll just run you through what you get in the kit and how you set it up, because this bit I can manage, this bit it's just bloody catching something on it I can't. But in the kit you get this sort of lead core boom with a quick clip under there for attaching a lead, and this end's got a big like black foam ball with a big hoop on. You slide it onto your main line first, then you slide the float onto the main line from the thin end to the fat end, so when it sits up in the air or going through the water it's like that, and then you tie your knot of your choice to the quick change swivel that comes in the kit. So that is its setup. Okay, the lead doesn't come with the kit, but it tells you on the medium size, which I've got, it's got an M on it, you need a 2.5 ounce lead to suit that float. So that's what I've put on, a 2.5 ounce distance lead on a quick clip that's under that sleeve, and that's all nice and secure. Then we come down to the hook link. You also get this little sleeve that comes in the KORDA kit as well. That's for covering your hook link over on the quick clip. So you'll see I've got a nice big loop there. That's going to slide up and go over there. The hook link is 13 pound Thinking Anglers zig line. That's the heavier one they do. And the hook section is the Scott Lloyd chod section that he sort of featured and give away. I'm yet to catch anything on this, but I do really like it. I've tried it a few times, no joy at the moment, but you'll see that's what I'm fishing. I've put a piece of shrink tube over the knot just to stop the chod section from being able to move, and I've also steamed it so it's sort of sprung loaded. All 3 rods are going to be fished the same. That is an orange 14mm ester blend pop-up. You'll see I've got my pot of fluoros out. I've also got, I can show you actually because the other rods are already set. The middle rod has got a white Proper Jobs squid pop-up on from last time, and the left hand rod has got a fluoro pink Proper Jobs pop-up, again a 13mm one. They're both 13s, that's a 14, and that is a Turkish Delight flavour. So really buoyant pop-ups, all 3 I've got, and really bright. And what I'm going to do is we're just going to flick them around and keep lifting them up and down and see what we can do. So if I take you back over here, because it is muddy on this bloody bank now, you'll see I've got my pot of dissolving rig foam. I'll show you what I do with that in a moment, and we'll get some rods out, I think. But yeah, like I say, this one I know it's not going to be a popular video because people don't like those and they don't like zigs. I'm not a massive lover myself, but I need to learn how to catch on them, so hopefully in this video we're going to do exactly that. So this is what I've done with the rig foam. You'll see there's a really nice big sort of loop where the hook link's doubled over on itself so it can't tangle, and the dissolving foam, it's stuck around the float, so again it can't tangle, but it will release to the surface, and then once that comes off, that pop-up will pull away from the old zig float, and we're fishing. So I'm going to spin the camera around, get you on the stand now, and we're going to get 3 rods out quick. Okay, we're going to start with the right hand rod. That's going to have the orange pop up on it. So I'm going to put this one sort of centre of the lake and let the float come right the way up to the top like you meant to, because you lot told me that I need to work down instead of working up. So thank you very much for that, because it makes perfect sense, all you lot that said that. So we're going to pop the float up until the pop-up's sitting at the top of the water, and then we're going to work our way down then. So let's see how this one goes. So all I'm now going to do is just pay off line until the float comes to the surface. So the pop-up's just come to the top and the float hasn't, so now I can just tease it back. So the pop-up's just sunk under, and I can see the foam is still attached at the minute. It's not, the dissolving foam's not come off, just has. So that's happy days. So I'm literally that far under the surface. So now I'm gonna start this one at 3 foot under. So that's now 3 foot. I've pulled that down, so I know we're 3 foot under the surface. I'm going to put my line in the clip, put my bobbin on, and then put the line on the buzzer, because I don't want to be pulling lines back and forth through my buzzers, setting my alarms off, because it just pisses everyone off. So that is the right hand rod set. Now it's time to do the middle rod. That's got the white one on it. Again, we're going to go central of the lake, but we're going to fish this one maybe 6 foot down. So the pop-up's just come to the surface again. The foam actually came off when I cast in, but it's not tangled, because you can tell the float isn't to the top, it's still trying to pull up. So this one we're going to drop it 5 foot under, not 6, 5. Can't remember what I said, but we're coming 5 feet down. And now time for the left rod. This has got the pink on it. I'm actually going to fish this 3 foot off the bottom, so I'm going to leave it tight down to the float, and then I'm going to work this one upwards a foot at a time. That's 3 rods out there then. So let's see how this one goes. The left hand rod, like I say, that is on the bottom, you know, so that's 3 foot off the bottom. I know how far it is because I'm tight down to the float, or just over I should say, because you've got the length for the float and the little boom. So 3.5 feet off the bottom. The middle rod, that's 5 feet under the surface, and the right hand rod, that's 3 feet under the surface. When I come to change these around, I'm going to drop that by 4 foot and that by 4 foot. It might seem a big drop, but that's fished 3 foot. So when I take it down 4, that'll mean it's fished at 7. And this is fished at 5. So when I bring that down 4 foot, it'll be fished at 9. So then I will have had a bait at 3 foot under, 5 foot under, 7 foot under, and 9 foot under in half the amount of time I would have if I was doing them in sort of at the same depths, all coming down at once, you know. I'm just getting through the layers quicker and trying to find if there are fish in front of me, and if so, what level they're at. The the left hand rod, I'll actually let that up at a foot at a time. The foam's just come up. I can actually zoom you in. That's just come up, so I know all 3 are now fishing, because these 2, the foam had gone. This one I was waiting for it to come up. That's it, we're all good, everything's good. So I'm going to have a little look at the time, bit of a tidy up. I'll show you what time we're on. There's no lot of time scale on this one. Again, it's my own sort of fishing and trying something for myself. Never caught a fish on an adjustable zig, and I've never caught a fish on a chod section for a zig. So yeah, here we go. Let's just see how this one goes. It can't be any worse than my morning. So apologies if it has spoilt the other video for you, but it wasn't a good morning. Let's hope the afternoon's a bit better. And look at the moorhen. It's going to have it. It's got a piece of dissolving foam in its mouth. Strange old things, them moorhens, aren't they? Anyway, I'm going to get the kettle on, get tidied up, and let's see how this one goes. I've just been looking at the time. It's 1:15, so we've been fishing about half an hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give those rods where they are until I've cooked my food, because I mentioned in the last video I had some burning. I never did it. You've seen these before, sausages, and in here I've got couple of nice crusty rolls. So fully loaded sausage butties, here we come. Cheers all, first one of the video. Definitely not the first one of the day, but it's the first one on this video. I'm just updating you on the rods they've been fiddled around with. The left hand rod, I've now brought that up a foot, so that's now 4 foot off the bottom. The middle rod has gone down 2 feet, so that's now fished 7 feet from the surface. And the right hand rod, that's fished 5 feet from the surface now, because that's come down 2 foot as well. So we're now on the sort of second levels in this one, if you know what I mean. We've gone through the first period, nothing's happened at the levels I've set all the rods at, so I've changed them around. We'll see how this section goes. I've got some sausages sizzling away in the background, which is nice, but before I get back to those, just going to take the time as always to say to you lot, thank you for the support you give the channel, however you are supporting me. All you subscribers, you're supporting me in the strongest way possible, so thank you very much. If you're new to the channel or not yet subscribed, please have a look and consider it. It doesn't cost you any money, there's no contract, it just helps my channel grow. And also you lot that regularly watch the videos, like, share, comment, you're helping keeping me in the algorithm band of YouTube, so that's really helping the channel grow as well, so thank you very much for that. And all you lot that are hyping videos now, that's letting people discover me that probably wouldn't have done. So if you're hyping the videos, again, thank you very much. It really does mean a lot. If you don't know how to do that, it's the top comment below the video. You slide it to the left. There's an option that says hype this video. That's it, you're done. You press it. That's it, it's hyped. You get 3 of those a week for nothing. You can buy more, please don't. Just wait till the following week and they'll reload again for you. And also don't forget, if you watch other people than myself, give them some as well. Try and share them around evenly. But again, from me, thank you very much. And I'm going to get back to burning my dinner. Check those out. They're all ready. So I'm going to have 2 fully loaded sausage butties. I'll show you the end result. Check out those treble stacked sausage butties. Get in there. Well, dinner was lovely. That's been destroyed, as you can imagine. Nearly 2:10. Absolutely nothing has happened for anyone except the lad opposite. He's had 1 bite. I've seen him catch 1 fish, so fair play, mate, if you're watching, because you've done better than anybody else I've seen on this lake all day. So fair play. I've had no indications whatsoever. We've been fishing close to 2 hours now. I'm going to move these rods around again. I'm going to lift the left one up by a foot, drop the middle one by 2 feet, drop the right hand one by 2 feet, and sort of give it another half an hour, 40 minutes. And I might have to change tactics, you know. I might not finish the day off on the zigs. I don't know. Don't really know what else I can do, because nothing seems to be working apart from the lad. He's had 1 over there. I don't know what on. I just see him land a fish, you know. So I need to keep an eye on what he's doing, because he's doing better than I am, and he's obviously got a winning method for today, because what I'm doing doesn't seem to be winning, does it? It's I'm running the risk of putting another blank video out, which it is what it is, you know. It's just how it is. But with just a load of waffling and a little bit of burning in it, that's it. That's all there is at the minute. So I'm going to sort these rods out. You have been sort of watching the rods on the camera stand, filming the rods, but it's just killing my battery off and nothing's happening. So I will put you back on the stand just in case, but I imagine if I get one, you'll see it in the net, because the power pack can't charge the phone as quick as it runs it down. So I'm fighting a losing battle. But anyway, I'm going to sort these rods out and I'll see you shortly with some kind of an update. I'm just bringing you back to give you an update on the rods. I'm now about to do the right hand rod. I've already done the left rod, moved it sort of into this edge, and I'm fishing it 4 foot under. The middle rod, I've pushed it further out, 2/3 of the way across. That's now fished 2 foot under. And the right hand rod, I'm now going to bring that right to the top, and I'm going to fish it again 2 to 3 foot under, because I've just seen a fish move through the centre of the lake, sort of bow waved through the top layer. So I know there's at least 1 fish up in the water. So what I'll do is I'll just spin around and show you. I'm pulling it back off there till the pop-up hits the deck, which I think it just has. Is that it there? Yeah, okay. So I'm going to zoom you in now and you'll see the orange pop up. See how that's just disappeared? That's about 2 inches under the surface at the minute. So I'm going to twist it back on now, and we're going to fish this at roughly 3 feet under. So the right hand rod is 3 foot under, the middle is 2 foot under, and the left hand one is 4 foot under. So we're right up in the layers, and I've sort of scattered it across. So we're just going to sort of see what happens now for the next half an hour, and then I'll make a decision and readjust it again. But I am going to see the rest of the session out the way I'm fishing. I'm not going to change the bottom bait setup or nothing like that. I think you have to keep sort of working the levels and areas and that until one slips up and gives the game away. So I'll bring you back when it's time for the next little update. Again, apologies, it seems really boring at the minute, but to be honest, it's been a really crap day fishing wise for fish on the mat. It's been lovely being here, but as for getting fish out of the lake, yeah, it's just not happening again. I'm having a bit of a dry spell wherever I go at the moment, but hey ho, it is what it is. Anyway, I'll see you shortly. It's getting near that time of the day when I just have to admit defeat and get those rods in, because the time is 20 to 4. I've been moving these rods up and down. I've recast them as well. I've moved them around. I've brought them to the surface. I've brought them right back down. I just can't do any more, I don't think, than what I have. Just been talking to a mate of mine on the phone, and he said a lot of places are fishing very difficult at the minute. It's not an excuse. This place hasn't been fishing particularly well, I don't think, my last 2 trips. And he said, yeah, maybe next time try blacks. So maybe the fluoro approach this time isn't the one. I need to do blacks. But yeah, that's that. I'm going to give it another 5 minutes. I'm going to start pulling stuff in, and then I guess it will be outro. And yet another apology that there's no bloody fish on the video again. In actual fact, let's do the outro with the rods in, because today could be the day that they go off. I don't think so either. The last 2 trips here have been really, really difficult, and I think I've put 4 videos out now from here in a row with no fish. So all I can do is apologise and say, look, I've actually been here going through it. At least you've only had like 20 minutes, half an hour to endure it. I've been going hours through it. It's just, this place for me at the minute, it's kind of shut up shop. Doesn't matter what lake I go on, I just can't seem to get a bite on whatever method I'm trying. But it is what it is, you know. We all have those periods, but I'm going to get sorted, packed up and get out the gates. I don't know when I'm back next. Possibly one night during the week at a push. Next weekend, definitely not. I'm busy that weekend already, and during the following week I'm working a week, so it could be a week and a half, 2 week gap before you get a video. So you've had 4 blanks in a row and then nothing coming out for a fortnight, so not the best, is it? But that's just how it is, you know. But again, from me, thanks for watching. Don't forget the old thumbs up, hype, subscribe and all that business. And if you're out on the bank yourself, I seriously do hope you're being a lot more lucky than I've been my last 2 trips. But until then, take it easy. See you on the next one.